Long ago, before Kogi became a state and while the Igala kingdom still held sway across the confluence lands, there lived a famed hunter named Ojoma Idoko. He was respected, fearless, and beloved by his people in Ogoliga, a village nestled between thick forest and the Off River. When a terrible famine struck, the king's granary was emptied in the dead of night. Blame fell on Ojoma. The king's son, Prince Enejo, accused him publicly, backed by jealous elders. Despite Ojoma's protest, he was dragged to the foot of the Ŋgwule tree, a sacred, ancient tree believed to house spirits of the land, and executed before the villagers. As his blood spilled into the red soil, Ojoma cursed them. Egu mi agbolo egunai. Iali oki, ibo mi adu. Enyo no domi, ojiji mi no keo. Until my truth feeds the earth. You shall drink fear like palm wine. The ground trembled. Lightning split the sky. And from that day, something dark lingered in Ogoliga. Generations passed. Elders whispered of a spirit called Ojo Onwu, the one who drinks life. They said it returned every 30 years, first taking animals, then children, then the chosen. Each time it came, a clawed handprint would appear, burned into wood or stone. In 2018, Amina Okoli, a 22-year-old corps member from Saka, was posted to a secondary school in Ogoliga. Bright, kind, and full of energy, Amina was warmly welcomed. She stayed in a simple lodge near the forest. She loved the serenity. But the villagers were wary. They urged her to return before dusk and warned her never to whistle at night or talk back to the wind. At first, Amina laughed it off. But then the strange thing started. The first night, she heard a child crying in the forest. When she stepped out, nothing. The second night, she found feathers on her doorstep and mud in her kitchen, though she had locked up. The third night, she woke to bloody footprints in her room, narrow, long, and ending at the window. Terrified, she confided in Maulam Odu, the school's headmaster. He frowned but said nothing. That evening, he took palm oil and smeared it on her door, muttering an old Igala prayer. Amina was unsettled but grateful. Then, one morning, Amina did not arrive at school. The villagers organized a search. Leading the group was Ata Edaim, a local hunter whose own cousin had vanished during a similar incident in 1988. They broke open her door and found the room still intact, books stacked neatly, her NYSC khaki folded on the chair. But the bed was soaked in blood, and on the wall, a massive handprint charred into the concrete. Ata fell to his knees. Ojo Onwu is awake, he whispered. The Onue Galiga, Chief Aliyu Oemonyobai, now in his 90s, gathered the elders. He revealed that the spirit's reappearance marked the return of Ojoma's curse. According to law, the spirit demands truth and justice, not rituals. That the land would never know peace until the innocent blood was exonerated and the lie confessed. 3 more disappearances followed: Okpunachi, a herdsboy, Yemesi, a trader, and an entire family traveling through the village. Only their clothes were found. And in every location, the same handprint. No one slept peacefully. Doors were nailed shut. Drums stopped playing. The forest grew silent. Ata could no longer bear it. He returned to the old path leading to the Ŋgwule tree, with his dog Ogbid, a trusted companion, and charms tied by the local Otebo, herbalist. As he stepped near the sacred tree, he noticed the ground had been disturbed. Skulls, bones, and feathers circled its roots. He found a rusted amulet lying half buried in the soil. The moment he touched it, wind howled through the leaves. Then a voice, deep and layered, spoke. You carry the truth. Now you must carry the burden. From behind the tree came a figure. It was Amina. She floated above the ground, her body grey, her eyes glowing red. Then her skin cracked, revealing something dark and sleek beneath, a demon cloaked in shadows, with arms like branches and a mouth filled with moving teeth. Ata backed away. Ogbid backed, but was gone in a flash of black smoke. The spirit lunged. But as it touched Atta, the amulet in his palm burned white hot, and the demon howled in agony. A second voice, gentler, came through. "Set me free." The spirit was Ojoma. Atta returned to Chief Aliyu and demanded answers. The chief, now weak and bedridden, admitted the truth. Prince Enejo had confessed to the theft on his deathbed. The elders buried the truth, fearing shame. Ojoma had died for a lie. To break the curse, Atta had to perform the ancient rite of Aigba Ikpochi, the cleansing of a wrongly slain man. It required 3 things: Ojoma's bones, a blood offering of a living descendant, and a public confession by a surviving elder. Only one elder agreed. The others feared the spirit more than the truth. So, Atta returned alone. On the night of the full moon, he stood before the Ŋgwule tree, dug into the earth, and found the bones wrapped in a hunter's cloth. He raised the amulet and spoke. "Ojoma Idoko, son of Aigba. You were betrayed. I speak your truth. In the ears of the wind and roots of the earth." He slit his palm and let the blood drop onto the bones. The ground trembled. The spirit shrieked and split the sky with lightning. But this time, it did not attack. It stood still, head bowed, eyes full of sorrow. Slowly, the blackness faded, and the wind went still. The amulet turned to dust. The handprint on the tree vanished. The curse had been lifted. Ogoliga returned to peace. Children played freely. The air felt lighter. But every 30 years, on the night of the red moon, the people still gather near the tree and whisper, "May our mouths never bury truth again." Because even in Igala land, where rivers remember stories, the land never forgets.